That makes one.
I tell Mary, I said,
how old are you, Ron?
67. She's in March, and she said, "Oh no, not yet." I said,
But he's the baby. He's 28, I think.
Yep,
He's the
28.
baby.
That's good music.
Oh.
Fall back down. Hey, Preston, I might have to step over here and steal your or share your mic.
Oh,
I should
absolutely,
say.
absolutely.
So, but you do it. I'll take it if I need to.
Okay,
So
sure.
you get it back to you.
Whatever
But
you
I
need.
might steal your
Whatever
mic
you
if I
need,
have to
whatever you
jump.
need. Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you need some
Signals
headphones?
if I'm talking too loud. Too
No, y'all. I can't hear you. All I hear is that y'all are great. Don't worry.
Well, we got
He'll let you know.
What now?
our wingman back there.
Yeah. I got you guys.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Back.
Down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out.
I'm gonna do a little Facebook Live. Is that all right? Tell everybody to watch it.
Stand my ground, and I won't back down.
Know what's right.
I got just one line, and one that keeps on pushing me around.
Stand my ground, and I won't back down.
That's not right there.
No.
It was worth
If I find one, I'll let you know.
Stand my ground.
All right, let's do this. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful Saturday. It's supposed to rain today, but it's not raining now, and I like it. It's great because they don't have no coverage over the sidewalk coming in the building, and you tend to get wet. But that's okay too. I like a little rain. All right, wake you up. Good morning. Great show today. A lot going on. We're going to cut it short today because football's up. It is football season. We're preempted from 10:30 on, so we're going to cut a little short this morning. But that's okay. I think we got a super show today. Got a caller. He's in here. He's in the house. Carlos and Mike Palmer Holmes. And our buddy Preston Sandlin's with me today. Hey, y'all!
Hey, you're on Facebook Live, right?
Yes, sir. Facebook Live here. Matter of fact, where do they go to get Facebook Live this morning? Are we going to be on live the whole show?
Not the whole show, but a little bit.
Ah, why not?
I don't know how long my battery lasts.
Oh, okay, that's a great answer. Preston Sandlin, Home Inspection Carolina's in the house, so we got a home inspector and a house builder, a general contractor, Mike Palmer. He's in the house, and Carlos is working for. Carlos, what's your last name?
Castillo ATF.
That and say it one more time for everybody because from now on you're just Carlos.
Juan Carlos Castillo ATF.
Yeah, that's good, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you to spell it, but Carlos is in the house, and Carlos works with. What's your position with Mike Palmer?
Project manager, superintendent.
There you go. Been there, done that. Great job.
And I want to say thanks to Carlos for calling in and for listening because you reached out to us because of what y'all are doing in the schools. So thank you for reaching out.
Right, and the reason they're here is because we talk about put tools in schools, and we're going to continue to talk about put tools in schools because, Lord of mercy, these guys come in the house this morning and come in the studio, and then Stephen, what was the question you asked about 5 minutes ago?
Oh, I asked everybody who has ADHD, and everybody
and
raised
what
their
we
hand.
see, everybody in the room. And I think if you took a survey or study, and they've actually pretty much done this in other ways, if you took a study in the construction industry, you would find that the vast majority, 80 to 90% of the people you meet in the industry are, in fact, ADD or ADHD. And that's why I come to say and I'm not going to get on a rant about this, I'm just going to state it point blank. ADHD is not a disorder. It never has been, never will be. They threw that one at us, and it's wrong. And it should not take prescription drugs and medication to make your child adapt to a broke education system. That's all I got to say about that.
Amen.
And it's just wrong. So anyway, I'm telling you that because there's parents listening right now. We've got to change the education system, the way we're teaching kids. We've got to put more interactive learning involved. Now, on that note, Mike Palmer, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How you?
Right.
I'm great. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Mike Palmer Homes, general contractor. And when did you start playing with hammers and stuff?
Oh goodness gracious! My first carpenter job was when I was 17, so that's over 30 years ago.
What took you there at that time?
Well, actually,
Because you were ADHD. No, I'm not saying that's the reason. I'm saying it's interconnected. But carry on. What took you to the hammer?
Oh well, actually, it started earliest I remember. I was about 5 years old. My parents recognized that I was a quiet kid. I didn't focus on that many things, but as far as working with my hands and putting stuff together,
Sure.
They gave me this little electric set, and my dad couldn't quite figure it out Christmas morning.
Right.
I left the room for an hour, came back, I had bells and light bulbs and everything hooked up and going.
Right.
So I got a lot of praise for that, and everybody was astounded what I could do. So then I kept gravitating. So I built tanks, I built airplanes, I built rockets, I built, that's why I was a kid that put everything together, built stuff. So my parents were adding an addition to a family vacation home, and they asked the contractor, like, can you hire our son just for minimum wage, because he's geared towards this. And I was kind of a wayward kid, so I needed to focus on something to keep me out of trouble. So started there, and they, I really took to it. So they were kind of like, wow, this kid gets it. So
Yeah.
that was kind of what I was put on earth to do.
Right.
School really didn't work well for me, and I was one of those ADHD kids that couldn't listen in class.
And you just kept on plowing.
Yeah, but wood shop was my turf.
I hear you. No, I get it.
Me
Believe
too.
me.
Yeah.
Me too.
And then now you're doing something with kids, right?
Oh yeah.
In Gaston County,
Lincoln County.
Lincoln County. Okay.
Lincoln
Got it.
County. Well, I started doing career day. We get some really great guidance counselors up there,
Mm-hmm.
and they brought some of the parents in for career day. It was something, Lincoln.
Sure.
Denver has a.
You got kids?
Oh yeah, I got 2 kids.
How old are your kids?
17 and 18.
Oh, cool. All right, go ahead.
So they were doing career day, so I came in with kids, and it was kind of a more, how do I say, affluent school, and all
Right.
the kids were fine. There's another school that they asked me to go to, which really didn't get the attention. So I went there, and we built a few things. We built like a chicken coop, and we built a rabbit cage, and they wanted someone to work with tools for these kids.
Right.
So started doing that. Then I came up with an idea to build a strip canoe out of strips of cedar.
Sure.
And I worked at a camp in Maine, a really cool place called Flying Moose Lodge, where they build an old town canoe out of wooden canvas every
Yeah,
year.
sure.
And we did that with kids up there, and we took wilderness trips all through northern Maine and Canada. So I've always wanted to build one, and I thought it would be a great attention getter, because this canoe's coming together now, and all the teachers are stopping in, the administrators are stopping in. I'm hearing about it at parties, like social events. Oh, you're the guy with the canoe. So
All right.
that's a lot of fun.
Let's hear about the canoe. Is it one school doing this?
One school, yeah.
One school. So they've kind of adopted this canoe.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They've embraced the canoe as a project, and the whole schools. Now it's gone beyond the school apparently. This is exactly the story I would love to hear, because let me ask you something on this, because it interests me tremendously. In these schools, you said you went to an affluent school and that worked okay, but now you're at a different school and that's the one that's embraced the canoe.
Yeah, well, I've just kind of bonded with these kids, because I think they all have that similar kind of ADHD thing. They have a hard time sitting in class, like I did, like most people do.
Sure.
Sitting in a chair, regimented. That's I think our education system, it's making improvements, but
I want to point out here, that's not ADHD. That's a messed up system where we're expecting kids to sit in a chair for 8 hours.
Right.
So, not necessarily ADHD, while many of them may have it.
Yeah.
Well,
But to their credit, they do have this program, and it is working well. But we get the kids working with tools, and and they just perk right up. They go right to it, and within 15, 20 minutes, they're mastering this thing. We put some kids on belt sander, and first they didn't know how, struggling with it, and then with a short time they're proficient and they're doing it and they're
They
Plus we got
understand.
Carlos. He speaks their language. He's a
Well,
lot younger than I am.
Well, that's Carlos is. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask Carlos, how did you get into construction?
Oh, that-
I got into construction at a young age too. I was about 17 or 18, and same thing as Mike. I was never the kid that could just sit still in class. I was young, needed a job, and I had a couple friends that they brought me to the job site, and I found home.
Cool. So you just you gravitated to it as well.
Yeah, I was pretty much thrown in the fire. I was 18 years old. I needed
Sure.
to get out of my house, and I hadn't finished high school yet, and construction embraced me, and I took it from there.
How long have you been working with Mike?
I've been working for Mike for 2 years now.
Right. How'd you get to him?
He came in and said, "Hire me. I won't be disappointed." Basically, you won't be disappointed. He said,
Yes.
It's a good way to.
I said, give me a chance.
He put the full court press on me, and we talked about it. It was like, okay, he's fluent in English, fluent in Spanish, and he really wants to do this, and this will be a step up for him, and so
Sure.
he kind of I mean, I had a lot of resumes, and he came in and he just wouldn't stop. I'm like, all right.
Sound like
Yes,
you
good
sound,
job,
you,
Carlos.
Mike, you sound like a happy boy.
No,
I
he's
mean,
been-
when you find good people, that they're just, I'm very fortunate to have, the people I have around me, and I love it. And if they're, it's almost like ADHD and passion. They're connected. Passion is something we all have as human beings, and this is what really bothers me, and it'll get me emotional, because we're taking that away from kids, and and I feel it in 38-year-olds and 30-year-olds that the passion they don't know, because they haven't been exposed to something that they create. They have purpose, and this is what you're seeing in schools.
Well,
It's
kids, they like to do things. They like to
we
do
all
things.
do. We're
We all
human
wanna do
beings.
something.
We're humans. We're made. We're put on in nature to be creative. We're put in. It's just who we are.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be so regimented and structured with all these rules that we can't. We got to think about a rule before we do something, right? I mean, even like building a house, in which we're going to talk about, because I'm very fortunate that I've got a home inspector in the house, Home Inspection Carolina, with a builder, mind you, and so wow, what a mix!
No fun.
It's
We got a
definitely-
cat and a dog in here. No.
It is about your house today.
No, but, yeah, but seriously, the passion thing, like I love passion in anybody, and how do you get it out of them if they don't know what to be passionate about? And it's almost frustrating, and that's it. And I'm grateful, one, that you came in here this morning and share what's going on with you and Lincoln. How often do y'all do this? I
We
mean,
do it once a week,
once a week.
and Juan's actually Carlos is actually the one
Sure.
that said it. He said it's the favorite part of the job, and it's just a short. We only have a short time with them, but
How long do they give you with them?
we just have an hour a week.
An hour a week?
Yeah.
Do you leave tools there and stuff? Or
They
do you,
have some tools. I just back they've got a garage door, so we just back our trucks right up to it and pull it right off the truck, and we got